Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Tuesday, February 27th, 2024. Tuesday, February the 27th. Well, let me talk about the mundane. The mundane is Spinelli and Maxie talk. Believe it or not, they both admit that they're falling in love with you, or that love is coming back between the two, those feelings. So everything was fine, rosy, and happy. And then guess what? Spinelli decides he has to tell the truth to Maxie because she was saying, I've inconvenienced you already so much. And, with your apartments, I know your pipes must be fixed by now, and you need to move back home. My eye is looking awfully funny there, y'all, right? I don't know what's, when you're looking at yourself in a camera, you're like, what is that? Goodness. So anyway, um, he says, I don't want you to have to stop you from moving back home. And he goes, I must admit to you, Maximista, there was nothing ever wrong with my pipes. I moved in here to help you out financially. And oh, that flipped the switch for Maxie. You did what? So you lied to me? So you think I'm so pathetic I can't even take care of my own? Oh, Maxie went down this rabbit hole that nobody needed to go down because, chick, you couldn't even make ends meet. See, just because your financial advisor just gave you the go ahead, Maxie, don't pretend that it was happening organically. It was not. And he's told her that Felicia and him, came up with that because he knew she would just never accept help. He said, but it's out of my love for you. Because she goes, oh, so you just what? I'm sick of men. I won't be in relationships where I'm lied to. And he goes, well, I didn't. I mean, but it was coming from a place of love, Maxie. You needed the assistance. And I was happy to give it. And I'm happy being here. And oh, long story short, she told him, "Oh, you moving out now." She says, as a matter of fact, forget packing. I'll have a carrier deliver your stuff. Just let me know where you gonna land. Well, I'm thinking, what you mean where he gonna land? He still has his apartment. He never said he gave it up. He just moved in with her, and it's only been what, 2 months? Come on now, right? So anyway, his feelings are hurt, and she's shut the door behind him, and he leaves. But look, not just leaves, he runs away because took her all of 2 seconds to rethink it and say, go and open the door, Spinelli, and he's gone. Yeah, Maxie. Next time you think about kicking somebody out, think again, right? So anyway, that was that. And then we had Carly. No, yeah, let's go to Carly. Carly and Drew. Back and forth with their conversation, back and forth, back and forth. And where it ended up was Drew still, he was saying he misses Carly. He wants her back. He goes, but that old Drew is not coming back. With what happened to me in Pitt, it's changed me. And I'm not going to just let people take advantage of me and roll over me. And I'm thinking, well, they weren't rolling over you before. You were just nicer Drew. Nobody even really considered you for anything, right? It's not that you said, oh, let me roll over Drew, right? But he's trying to justify the need for revenge. He goes, Carly, he says, the old Carly, he goes, no, you loved helping me fire Nina and you take her place. She says, yes, I did. She says, but we did it. And it was actually supposed to be temporary till you hired an editor. She said, Drew, we accomplished the task. I took something that Nina wanted. Okay, it's done. He goes, and you had to love it. She goes, oh, it felt great. But it's done, Drew. It's done. I can't allow Nina just getting revenge on Nina. She goes, I can't allow that to just take over my life. Life is too short. And Nina does not deserve my attention like that. She goes, Drew, leave Nina alone. She's going to implode on herself. She always does. He goes, yeah, but I didn't know, firing her from Crimson, she was going to land in something even better. She goes, but that still has nothing to do with us. And had you not wanted the revenge and wanted me to take over Crimson, Nina would still just be at Crimson. But you see, we did this. Now she's in a position to dish more dirt. You see, he goes, you're fueling her. Without fuel, Nina will burn out. Don't give her that fuel. She goes, and the Drew that I fell in love with, and was naming all his wonderful attributes, the Drew she fell in love with. And then that's when he said, well, that Drew's gone. And then she says, well, then I honestly can't be with this Drew. A man that all you see is revenge. Drew, there are so many people who love you and need you to get back to who you are. She said, who you are. And in my mind, I'm thinking, Carly, Drew is doing everything and saying everything that you need to know to recommend him seeing a therapist. And not no doggone Kevin. Not no Kevin Collins. A PTSD therapist. Drew needs to be able to sort out his feelings on a regular basis with an impartial person. But see, that's not even bad. Nobody could suggest that, right? Staring you straight in the face and can't suggest it. So we have a really good scene with Blaze, Allie. Allie is Blaze. Blaze is Allie. And Allie's mother, I finally got her name, Natalia. She's told her that Christina was her girlfriend. And her mother looked at her. And then she tried to change the subject because, you know what? Enough of this talk. We have to talk about, your career. We got to talk about when is that new song? You haven't been. She goes, Mommy, I'm trying to talk to you. This is important to me. I need you to listen. And she's in front of her because she goes, and I need you to see me for who I am. I know who you are. She goes, no, you don't know who I am. She goes, but I'm trying to, for the first time in my life, I'm trying to let you in and let you know exactly who I am. So she said something else, and Christina walked, like she was getting ready to walk, to the door, because she goes, you know what? You two need to just talk about this. And Blaze was like, no, I need you here. And her mother says, no, you don't need her because she is the distraction. She's why you can't make new music. She's this, she's that. And then she goes, and that Brick Lynn, she's not really doing her job. Now, mind you, Blaze was not the songwriter. So which is so interesting to me that her mother's saying, where's your new song? Link never used any of Blaze's original material at all. That was one of the things she mentioned to Brooklyn, if she would like to write and use some original material of hers. Brooklyn is the composer. And Brooklyn said we could work towards that, right? So for her mother to say, you haven't made any new songs, I thought, well, see, that's bad writing. Because Blaze, her career wasn't off of her songs. Her career was off of her performing songs. So anyway, she goes, no. She goes, Christina is not a distraction to me. As a matter of fact, Christina is an inspiration to me. And oh, her mother's like, oh, no, no. She's filling your head with these ideas. And Christina's looking at her and it's got you all confused. All your priorities are wrong. She goes, no, Christina is not filling my head with anything. This is me. This is the real me, who I am. And so her mother now is fishing around for her bag and her jacket. She goes, Mommy, where are you going? No, no. You know what? Obviously, we can't have a business conversation right now. Obviously. So, no, I'm going to leave and we'll get together later without your friend. And then we could talk about business. She goes, but Mommy, I want to talk about I want to talk about me. No, I cannot do this. And so she walks out. So Blaze is crushed. And Christina's, comforting her, letting her know, give your mother some time. And Blaze was like, what I don't understand is my mother has gay friends. And she's okay with them. But she doesn't want to hear it from me. And so Christina looked at her. She goes, what, you've tried to tell her before? She goes, yes, I tried to tell her before. She goes, it's in her face. She goes, like you being in my bed, that was as in your face as it could get to my mother. But she's refusing to see that. Just like, yes, I've tried to tell her in the past. And each time she changes the subject, it's like I didn't say anything. She refuses to acknowledge anything like that. So anyway, I'm happy they got that out this quickly, which means they're gonna have Natalia, Eva LaRue, probably trying to actively sabotage her relationship with Christina. That's what's going to happen now. See, I was thinking they were going to go, and I'm happy they didn't go this route where Blaze was hiding it, making Christina feel bad because she wouldn't acknowledge her, and that kind of thing. And let her mother arrange a date for her, and she go on it, stuff like that, right? But they're not doing that at all, which means Natalia's going to actively be almost like a mother-in-law from, yeah, you know how. Finish that sentence. Because he dated a recap lady. I don't swear. I do not swear on my recaps. Now, you don't want to hear me off of these recaps. While I'm on them, I don't swear. So anyway, that was that. That's going to be interesting. And then we have Nina talking to Sunny. Oh, she's just justifying. And oh, and in Nixon Falls, we fell in love, and we this, and we that. And he goes, yeah. And I justified you lying. Pretty much lying that, for one, you didn't know who I was when you knew all along who I really was. You kept me from my family, and when we got back here, I justified you did it because you loved me. And she goes, I did do it because she goes, he goes, no, that is absolutely not why you did it, Nina. He said, you did it to stick it to Carly. That's why you did it. You did it because you wanted to take me away from my family to hurt Carly, first and foremost. She goes, well, I mean, I did try to call her once and she didn't want to hear nothing I had to say. But you know what, Sonny? I'm just saying, why is it always just me? Carly has kept two of my daughters from me. Not one, but two. Did you hear me? And what he goes, you know what, Nina? I'm not going to hear your excuses because they're just excuses. He says, you turn Drew and Carly in out of jealousy and spite. And she looked at him. He goes, now look, I am vengeful. I will enact vengeance. He said, but you act on, you are petty and you act out on jealousy with no planning or thought as to how this will affect others. You wanted to take Donna's mother away from her. And Nina's just looking at it. She said, Sonny, look, I know I made mistakes. I've made mistakes. And I admit I made mistakes. But we love each other. And when he was talking to her, you know, he had his hand up and she goes, your ring. Where's your ring? And he's like, that is irrelevant where my ring is. It no longer matters. It's gone. It's off. Right. And so she goes, no, we could get back to where we were. We're going to work. We can make this right. We love each other. You cannot tell me. She goes, I want you to tell me right now that you no longer love me. That what, or that you're not still in love with, or you, yeah, that you're not in love with me. And he looked at her, and that's where they cut the scene. And I thought, oh, you better not give in, right? So when he came back, the scene came back, he said, of course I'm in love with you. He said, but I can not trust you at all. He's like, and because I can't trust you, I can't be with you. And he goes, so you need to accept reality. And he picks up his coat and he walks out the door. And she's like, Sonny, no, I will never give up fighting for us, Sonny. And he's, look, the door already hit him. And she's still, no, it's not over, Sonny. She's looking around. And I thought, uh-oh, look, she in Ava's gallery? She gonna leave out that gallery and leave it wide open. She's not gonna take the time to lock up for Ava, right? But I'm very happy that they had Sunny continue to be Sunny. Because see, let's not forget everybody. Oh, she had the nerve to tell him that the love he felt for her, he never felt with anyone else. And I thought, okay, maybe, Nina, but that don't mean the love he felt for you was better than the love he felt for anyone else either. Doesn't mean the love he felt for you, not knowing who you really were and what you really were capable of, was better than the love he feels still for Carly. And he knew who Carly was the first time he married her and the first time they got divorced. And the second time he married her and the second time they got divorced. I think Sonny and Carly been married 5 times, right? But he knows her inside and out. See, Nina, he's learning who she is inside and out. and it ain't gonna work for him. So and each time Carly may have disappointed him, betrayed him, he betrays her. They both were back and forth with the things they would do to each other. They never got back to, like, when they would get divorced, they never got back together again within months. It would take them years for them to get back together again after a divorce. Years. He would usually get involved with somebody else. She would get involved with somebody else. And then ultimately, usually, it was because of some dangerous situation with Sonny's business that would require them to remarry for the safety of the family and, fortitude and all of that good stuff. And look, right now, what's happening in Sonny's life, everybody? Danger. Dangerous situation. These are the kinds of situations that cause he and Carly to pose a united front, right? Just saying. So anyway, nothing else really happened. Slow day. Very slow day. Let's go to comment corner, comment corner. Goodness, 53 comments. I'm going to start from the bottom. Well, you know what? I did see one real quick just right now as I'm flipping down. I'm going to, you know what? I'll just start from the top down. Turn on my trusty dusty stopwatch. Okay. User XL says Natalie. Okay. And actually it's Natalia. I think you were saying Blaze's mother's name is Natalia. Robin says, for what Nina did to Ava, she's lucky Ava is even talking to her. And then Amy says, daily recap lady, I absolutely love your voices, expressions, and mannerisms. Why, thank you, Amy. That you include along with the daily breakdown info. They add so much to the entertainment factor. Keep doing a great job. We love you. Well, thank you, Amy. Thank you so much. And Jacarly says, Ava is going to steal Nina's man, and I'm here for it. Just because I can't with Nina. And you know what? I see it, everybody. I see. Because like I said, Sonny and Carly, even right now, they're not going to get back together again right now. Sonny would sleep with Ava right now because he's in a very, very vulnerable situation. And Ava would be all for sleeping with him. She would. Not that he means anything to her, but she absolutely would have herself a couple martinis, blame it on the booze. She'll sleep with Sonny. And Nina will walk in and find out. Oh, you mean the way Carly walked onto the Haunted Star and saw Nina and Sonny in the captain's suite? You mean that way? Yeah. Jacarly says, so Blaze's mom is supposed to be Natalia from NCIS Miami. She used to have the same name. She used the same name she did on that show. Well, the writers are the ones that write character names. So, you know, NCSI Miami, that's a CBS show. This is ABC. So I mean, I think it just so happens, and they just didn't want to go with Maria because that would have been all my children, right? Don says, so it's Eva LaRue. Love Country Life says, I am fed up with Blaze and Christina. The lesbian stuff has been overdone over the years. Not a fan of character Blaze, but like her mother, Eva LaRue from All My Children, when she played Maria Santos Gray. Great actress. Wish Gregory were with Tracy, not Alexis. And so over Drew and Carly. She needs to be with John. Jagger Kate's chemistry is there, not feeling the chemistry with her and Drew, not a fan of Drew. Sick of Curtis in a wheelchair. Marshall's medical crap, I know. From the year ago is boring. I've been watching since 1977. Love Spinelli and Maxie, Sasha and Cody, and as Chief Commissioner again. She's teaming up with Jordan. Okay, you gave a great comment. Love Country Life gave a great comment. Great comment. Um, Linda says, I agree. I don't care for Christina's character myself. And as far as I'm concerned, the character can drop off the scene because she's so boring to me. I don't like how she did the character Carly. I don't like how she did the character. Christina lied to Sunny about Carly not coming to the boat. Yeah, I know. And that's how Nina wiggled her way into the sheets with Sunny. I will always fast forward ahead to avoid what the characters have to say, period. You mean Christina? Bernice says Nina might not grovel, but girl can beg. Claire says, I believe Nina at some point will tell Sunny. Ava gave her the idea about snitching on Carly and Drew regarding the trading. I know she should. The stone that's attempting to kill the mob leaders is Jason, as Spinelli calls him, Stone Cold. I know, huh? I can't wait until he arrives back on the scene. I'm enjoying Chrissy and Blaze. I won't be surprised if Blaze's mother begins an old male brings an old male flame from Blaze's past to Port Charles to break up Blaze and Chrissy. I believe she knows her daughter is a lesbian, but doesn't want to accept it. LaShanta says, I love it. Nina's gonna beg Sunny tomorrow. She's so humble with Sunny, but out for revenge for Carly and Drew. LaShanta says, Curtis always upholds Nina. He was so mad. He was so mad at Carly. He had a lot to say. Curtis, nobody cares about Portia. Maxie and Spinelli cute. Why wish Spinelli told Sonny about Jocelyn? You know what? They never did get back to that scene, right? I guess he did tell Jocelyn yes. But did I fast forward accidentally past it, daily recap, folks? Or did they ever show that scene? I don't remember it. Because all I remember is her saying, I need to talk to you about something. And then why not going to tell who cares nothing? I don't quite get that. Why everyone run into Carly's face? Sonny was good to Stone. He was more of a brother to him. Sonny, so pretty, so petty, he didn't tell Carly because he's salty. Oh, that's right. He is a little pissed off at her, so he didn't tell her. That's crazy. If Drew want to be with Carly, he's gonna have to let his anger, must be let go of his anger. I know why. He feels him. Why he feel him about Nina? I don't quite get that part. Okay, and also Lashunta, you nice comment, nice long comment. NK Rose says Nina is going to blow up Ava's situation out of spite, and I hope so. Can't wait. NK Rose says Ava's faced an assassination attempt, but Nina thinks her failed marriage is a priority. Jackie says Nina does not know what's been going on, so she doesn't know about the attempts on their lives in Puerto Rico. Well, Ava told her. And then Clara says, why would you put your friend in that kind of place? That's her baby's father. Nina is so selfish. And DB says, well, today's episode confirmed that Blaze is stepping up. That settles it. Her and Christina will be better suited than TJ and Molly to raise the baby. IDC, I guess that's, I don't care which actress plays the part. A little bit cuckoo is always there for that character. Which character are you talking about? I see a partying and making a way for Carly times Sunny, LOL. How obvious is Ava lined up and ready for Sunny to have a weak moment? Yep. To take and turn to her bed. Yep, that's exactly what's happening. Lucy says, "Hello, Daily Recap lady. Thank you for another fantastic Daily Recap as we start the next week in Port Chuck. I wonder who brought Spoon Island. I know, the Windermere Castle." Lisa says, "Sunny doesn't want to hear anything Nina has to say." We've got gardeners going on, everybody. Let me halt this. Come back. Here. Oh, anything. Where was I? Blaze is a grown wait. Is herself. Ava smart. Okay. Ava is smart to stay out of it. She knows how Sunny is. And like she said, she has a very to think about above all. You mean Avery? Oh, Avery. It spaced it out. She has Avery to think about above all. Don't let Nina drag you into her mess. And then Lisa says, Blaze is a grown woman, and she will tell her she is gay. I can't believe her mother just walked out of the room. A grown woman that can't tell her family. No, that happens in a lot of families. Not every family is accepting of that realization. And then Lisa says Blaze's mother does not listen to her when she tells her anything about herself, which is true. The whole vegan thing and the food she doesn't like, her mother doesn't care at all. And then let me see, I'm almost at time, everybody. Let me look. What time is it? All right, let me get in a couple more. Why is John telling Carly there is someone trying to kill Sunny? I guess because Sunny wouldn't listen to him. And then Lisa also says, did John Cates think Carly would tell him things about Sunny? P. Merle says, I can't believe Sunny dissed his daughter to speak to Nina. Dissed whose daughter? Oh, Avery. I know, for her school. Um, what are they going to talk about? She has yet to apologize for anything. She does realize how important loyalty is to Sunny. I don't know. And I still don't think she apologized, right? No, she really didn't. All right, everybody, that is it. That's it for the day, the comments, daily recap comments. I will be back tomorrow for another daily recap of General Hospital.